You draw me in, and I can't slow down, no. Can you feel it too? There ain't no stopping now. Feet off the ground, head to the sky. Yeah, wind by my side. You in my vision, directly we collide. You pull me in, I don't resist. Time seems to fly, but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix, and I wish that I just keep my eyes shut. Maybe this time it'll be enough. So I need the dark. Without you here, I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for you, foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back. I'm here, I'm your statue. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that if I just keep my eyes shut, maybe this time it'll be enough. So I need the dark. Without you here, I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for you, foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back.
Good evening, everyone. Today, for some reason, I'm following Group 2, not Group 4, which I was supposed. Wait. But yes, it appears that I will be following Group 2. We will look at the groups later, after this match. At the moment, it's Nomad versus KSZZ. KSZZ haven't shown up yet, which is interesting. We are going to be having an AFK team, but now the stream is up. So you'll be seeing something. I will have to change my slides, but I don't think the opponent will show up. And you can see it's also an interesting group to follow, although I would prefer Group 4, but not sure why. It was not the case, but anyway, I'm not going to bother too much. Group 4 was going to be really exciting, but for some reason, we will follow Group 2. But anyways, I don't think we will have a game here. Sadly. But we have people watching now, which is good. Stream is up. Anyways, this is not going to happen. This game is not going to happen. Nomad, they have 7 tanks ready, but KSZZ have no tanks ready. which means I don't think we're going to stream. I don't think we're going to see something. It's going to be a technical victory for Nomad, and then we will have some time to wait. Fortunately, it does seem to be best of 5. Oh no, best of 3. Sorry, it's a best of 3. We'll have to go back to the slides. But anyway, okay, ZZZ. They only have 2 players online. Which is not nice. We'll have to talk you through about the groups first, and then maybe some people was well, I don't have to go through the slides again. I don't think they. Well, I would actually go through the slides again, just to let you, and just to kind of remind you, because there are only like 20 seconds left to go. We are definitely going to be seeing Nomad 2-0 against KZZ in a technical victory. Okay. And it will be Nomad that goes through to the upper bracket final. And then now we're going to all right. Oh. All right. So Nomad are through. Let's go back and see. The room might be up soon. I don't know. Probably won't be up. Because KZZ did not show up, so they probably will not be. Will they actually be invited to the room still? Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. We will wait, actually. Okay, so looking at this, I will put the APAC leaderboard now. Tonight is going to be an extremely exciting night. In terms of the number of cups, we're probably seeing the top 5 being safe. And from the 6th place to the 11th place, even the 12th place, it is pretty. They can shovel a lot with the results coming through tonight. So currently the top 8 are GBID, Nomad, Risk, NQRY, SDIJ, XPT, and Nomad. And let's look at the group draw. We have Group 1 being Lemur, Nomad, and Afofa. And it is going to be pretty certain that Nomad and Lemur will go through. But will Nomad win against Lemur again? If that's the case, then Nomad will be in a good position in top 8. The group we are following tonight will be Group 2. We have Nomad, KZZ, and then also SBZ and GH3, an important one for SBZ. However, their chances in the top 8 are quite low, so even if they win against Nomad, it's probably not going to help them a lot. Group 4, let's look at Group 5. We have Risk, UQ, and KWG. That's like the 3rd time KWG was strong against UQ, but chances are UQ should be able to win against KWG unless UQ lost to KWG. In that situation, then TSIA, UQ might be in trouble. But we will see if that's the case tonight. Group 7, we have the 2 insert teams, Sosna and DLY. Sosna, I don't think they will. I think it will be difficult for them to win against the insert with the number 1. Group 8, NQRY, RSOC, and UX should be NQRY and RSOC, but can RSOC win against NQRY? That will be the question to be answered tonight. We will look at Group 2. Group 2, we will have well, we have already announced what it is. Okay, the room is up. But will these 2 teams play with full team? But I will continue to talk through. Group 3, GB, Scam, TSI, Mix. It will be an interesting group. Scam and TSI will be fighting to stay in the Challengers tournament. Group 4, XPT, SDIJ, Rise, they are all pretty decent teams. A lot of stake at hands, you know. XPT want to qualify. They should be able to do so. Rise, if they want to be in the top 16, then they will have to win against XPT or anyone that is dropping below, and that XPT is also having SDIJ in the same group, so this is going to be a crucial one for them. And then we have Group 6. Group 6, I haven't talked much about Group 6. Group 6, we have ID, EBG, PTW, and Minos. PTW only managed to register a team in this previous skill tournament. Make sure it's number 4 previous skill tournament. At the same time, PTW tried to register their team, but they didn't get enough players in the previous skill tournaments. But are they able to qualify to the top 16 for just playing the 4th skill tournament? That will be quite unlikely, considering that they're up against ID and also who else? Not Sosna, EBG. That is going to be an extremely tough group for them to qualify. I don't think PTW will be going to the Challengers tournament. However, they're more than welcome to play in the lower echelon championship, which I think they will participate. But they will also have to confirm that they have 7 players. So let's see. Lots of battles going on for the top 8 and also the top 16. We'll go back to the room here. GHB versus KZ, as I said, the lower bracket first round. KZ didn't show up, so I'm afraid it's going to be a technical victory for GHB. So sorry about this. Anyway. UQ should be fine too. I think they should be safe in top 16. I can't see them really bowing out unless KWG decides to step up and play really well against UQ, which they tried to. They came really close. Want to defeat a couple of times. So, well, tonight is their chance to win against UQ. It's possible, but KWG so far haven't been there yet. UQ is arguably, UQ is currently ranked the lowest in the power rating at the moment. So, well, besides KWG, of course. So if they can't win against UQ, then yeah, then I don't know. I don't. UQ's like at least in two previous skill tournaments, then I don't know about their chances in qualifying. Although I would fancy an upset, but UQ should be safe. UQ should be safe. But yeah, I'm afraid it's a technical victory in favor of GHV. Scam will be in a bit of a tricky situation. Because they have TSIA in the same group, and TSIA can play really well. So Scam might be in a bit of a trouble here. But yeah, I think the only suspect that will drop out of top 16 would be Scam, and then probably in favor of a Scam or TSIA. And it's very likely that Lemur will take the place of whoever is not going through to the next day. So either Scam or TSIA would be replaced by. Just go back to the lounge. GHV, yes, GHV. No, I think it's SVZ 1-2-0. That's if it is the situation. Hopefully we'll be able to follow the upper bracket final, which will not be nice because we haven't started yet. I feel sorry for paying Tolian a lot tonight. Hopefully she won't mind. What's that? Nomad 2-0 against Apopo, which is to be expected, and we know Group 2, Group 3, GV1, and Scam versus TSI are still going on. Group 4, SDIJ 1-2-0, XPT 1-2-0, no surprises there. But it's an important victory for SDIJ because Rice is not a terrible team. UQ still play against KWG, but ID 2-0, EVG 2-0. So this means EVG and ID will be playing out for the upper bracket final. And inserts are through, and Sorcerer are still playing against insert of the number 1. Finally, Group 8, we have Alsog 2-0 against UX, which is to be expected. But yeah. But yeah. We have results coming through. I'm going to update the Cups leaderboard because why not? Group 1. Let's go to Group 1. I will have to duplicate all of this. Okay. Let's go through one by one. Okay, so we have Lemur and Lemad through. They are quite similar in pronunciation. Next we have Nomad and SPZ through. GV are through, and then Scam TSIA are not yet. SDIJ and also Rise yet. XPT are through. Okay, and then next we have Risk, UQ, and also KWG. Risk. ID EVG are through. PDW don't have to register their cups because their names are there. Insert 2 insert teams. And Sourcener is still playing. Finally, NQRY and RSOC are both through. Alright, so let's update the leaderboard now. There we go. Okay, so currently the number of cups is going to be as follows. Same number of cups. I don't think there are any changes. At the moment, Libra is in the 17th place because Rise haven't won yet. Lost their fight against SCIJ, and we have yet to see whether Rise is able to win as CXNZ. That will happen soon. Okay, next we have okay, so let's see, we have more games completed here. All right. Oh, TSIA 2-1 against Scam, which means TSIA are now through to the upper bracket final. Let me put the cups down and also the the graphics that you're seeing here. Group 3, where are you? Group 3. Fantastic. 2-1. Okay, Group 5. Let's see if we have results. 2-1 again for UQ. It's always a 2-1 for UQ against KWG in the upper bracket first round. The third time that happens for UQ, that scoreline. But will UQ be able to win against KWG in the lower bracket final if they lost to Risk, obviously? Group 7, insert the number 1, 2-0 against Sourcener. And finally, yes, I think that's all we have now. All the upper bracket first round matches have ended, which means we can now give new cups instead of the number 1 and also UQ. Alright, with new cups handed out, the leaderboard didn't change much. So while we are waiting for potentially the upper bracket final, I will play some matches. I will play some games. Don't worry, there is going to be something happening here. I'm going to grind this tank still. This is going to be tough, but why not? Going to say hello to everyone in the chat. Durame, Patrick, hello. Good to see Casey, Danny, Blind Pan, Maria Focus in the chat too. We will see some games eventually. Tomorrow definitely will be a lot better. The top 8 fight. APAC server is really competitive this season, but we also lost some really strong clans. The top 8 fight, it still can be between SDIJ, XPT, Nomad, Insert, EVGR, and RSOC. Unfortunately, I don't think SBZ will be able to pull through. I don't think so, which is sad because SBZ is a great team. It's a decent team. But will XPT? I mean the likeliest candidates to drop points will be XPT. I mean either SDIJ or XPT will drop points. But XPT looks like the likeliest to drop some points, and Nomad, Insert, and EVG all have a good chance to finish first in their group tonight, except AVG, which they are up against ID, which is a strong clan. RSOC will also be in a bit of a trouble in winning that group. So I think we could potentially see Insert going back to the top 8. Nomad could still be in the top 8, yes, because they have Nimmer, they won against Nimmer. So they should be able to do that. And then EVG, it all depends on day 2, to be honest with you, I would say. Day 2. But we can take a look at the cups difference later on. Oh my god. Oh, that was a gamble. I don't think that would be working. Oh, ooh. It's just slipping right through that. Yeah, that Lapo is so gone. Oh, Lepo, you're getting really aggressive, but we don't have like a strong, like a TD with a lot of fear factor in this tier, to be honest with you. Maybe, yeah, the Sample will be the one that would create some fear factor. Other than that, I don't think they are sniping, because I'm not getting shots at, and neither is Leopard. I'm afraid. Oh, I thought that would miss.
We've damaged them.
Yep. That will be that. Finally a win, and it's kind of an easy win for us. Yeah. Don't know why. The seeding was not particularly favorable. The matchmaking, I mean. Oh, now I see why I can't read. No, I can. I just have to. Oh. Yeah, that didn't hit. Yeah, I can use heat. That. There's only one heat, I think. Or APCR. Great to have like 21 people watching, but I'm afraid we aren't going to be seeing some matches so far, which I don't know. Hope we will be following the upper bracket final, which will be amazing. Oh, that was a great shot. Yeah, that was a win. And let's see if we are going to be following that upper bracket final. Okay, going back to the lounge. For now, as we will see if we have that, we will be in that room. But we will. Okay, do we have more results coming through? Oh, Scam won, so that's good. It's 2-0. And next we have Rise 2-0. No surprises there. How about the next couple results? Minos 1-0. So in the end, PTW didn't show up. Or maybe they did show up, but they weren't playing. Or they did show up, but they didn't have enough. Sorcenar are through. I'm not sure if the cups will be granted to PTW if they don't show up. Well, if I remember correctly, you don't. So, no changes to the leaderboard in the end. All of the teams that are at least in the top 20 will receive the same number of cups. Same number of cups. So nothing happened. Essentially, I'm going to update the brackets. So group 2. Where are you? Group, yeah, we got it. You got you. Group 3. We got you too. Group 4, 5, 6. Group 7. Okay. So the most important part will be in the lower bracket final. I don't think we will be doing that. Let's see if we have a room. I don't think I am receiving a room invite, so that means I think we will continue to wait. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we will continue to wait, so I'm going to keep on playing. Why am I getting pinged? With the clan. Don't know why. Right, I think we will have to wait until the lower bracket final as we don't have the room invite. Okay. Let's continue to play this tank then. As we, yeah, I can confirm I don't receive a room invite for the upper bracket final. Which means I'm going to play. I'm going to play. Whew.
Up and at 'em, lads. The driver's injured. Penetration.
I might have done the wrong move. Sorry. Oops, sorry. That was not a good game. Shouldn't have pushed. I kind of underestimated this stuff. Winter Fox says he wants Leaderboard to finish first in stage 1 and stage 2. No, you can't really. You won't finish first in stage 1 and 2. Can they do that still? I don't know. I think it's quite unlikely now. Can they get first place in stage 1 and 2? Like, I don't think there are enough teams to drop enough cups to send Lemur to the top 8. No, I don't think so. I don't think it will be virtually impossible for that to happen, unfortunately. So who will win? I don't know. It's the honest answer. Nomad should be able to top the group. No surprises there. Just going to keep playing so that you don't get bored out. But unfortunately, I don't know why I get more viewers when I'm not streaming to and I'm not commentating for some reason. Yeah, but I do agree that roster can compete with GV, ID, and Risk, but they only played in third period skill tournament. They have a lot of talent. I mean, a lot of them were from EVG or P1 or E7, so they absolutely can be a top 4 team. But they haven't trained. They haven't trained, and their goal wasn't to get to top 8. They were trying to play for fun this season. So if this team, I don't know if they will go back to P1 or stay in EVG. If they train a lot for the summer season, I would put them as a contender for top 4. That's something that I would think would happen. Oh, that was slow.
Crack hit.
Ah, can't pick up him really.
Enemy armor
Ah,
damaged.
that was more like it. Oh, someone's there. M7. Oh, I did hit that BDR, but I am perhaps in a bit of trouble. Oh no, come on. The ping really overshot me. Oh, I'm shot by the E. Oh, man. Come on. No.
This vehicle has had it.
The Nomad is from Nomad are from Japan. Nomad are from Japan. That I can safely say. The pain is really bothering me at the moment, which is not nice. yeah. So maybe with the time left, we still have a lot of time. Let's go through the slides then. So welcome back. Fourth Previous Skill Tournament Day 1. Make sure you know the format by now. Double elimination for both stages. There are more games to be played for stage 2 because you can only win a fixture by winning more battles. So a simple visualization of the double elimination format would be like this, and there's no stage 3. I have to emphasize. We will come back to this, the number of cups, after the first day. So we will do this when all the results of 8 groups are out, and then we will see which clan are safe in the top 8. But that is also the assumption that they have to play tomorrow. If they don't play tomorrow, there is a chance that Wargaming will not give you the cups. It has happened before, so make sure you play your games. Make sure you play your game. Make sure you show up. Otherwise, your cups might not be granted. So today is the last Previous Skill Tournament and the first day of that. The bracket, I'm going to update the bracket as we really don't have much to follow at the moment. So I was not following Nomad versus SBZ, but the loser that will be facing the GHV. Mabox has made the following predictions for the top 8. Risks, GV, ID, Nomad, NQL, SDIJ, Nomad, and EVG were predicted to win, to be in the top 8. However, the chances of SDIJ, Nomad, and EVG qualifying are less than 50%. They're about 40%, but there are also a notable couple, insert XPT and Outsock with 30-ish%, according to Badbox. So so you know, SCIJ, Nomad, and EVG are just slightly ahead in the odds. This will change. I think insert will still be above EVG tonight, but we will find out if that's the case. The room's not up. Okay. I'm going to play some more games. As we wait. Unless we are seeing a 2-0 victory for either Nomad or SBZ, and we will quickly jump into a lower bracket final, which I don't think will be happening for now. Molendyke. Hopefully we will win again. That's not the original RN clan on the APAC server. That is with a dash, not an underscore, on both sides, both flanks of RN.
Move out.
Oh, there is a Crusader. There. Are they waiting for me to shoot? I'm gonna wait for them to move forward. Not about that. Oh, they shot.
We've damaged them. Enemy hit. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh my god, I'll be back.
Penetration.
Oh, we're getting a bit crowded here. Huh.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh dear. We're losing tanks.
Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, I received a
Guns
bounce.
damaged. We can't fire accurately.
Oh, nice. Oh no. That was a great shot from the moving.
We've damaged them.
Didn't know I can do that. Ah, that would be good. That would be a much better now.
Got 'em.
Yes, so I think we're going to win. How about that? That was a bit too close for comfort. Yes, that's another good kill.
Penetration. Gotcha. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor destroyed.
It was a bit tense in the middle, but we held on. We held on, and that was good. That was good. And some good shots I've made too. Oh, room is up, so we have results. Thank you. Thank you. I did more than 1.7k. Did I get a mastery badge? No, just first class, so that's not bad at all. Wasn't doing something spectacular, so I wasn't expecting a lot of, you know, recognition for that performance. But will GHV still have 5, or are they going to give SVZ the technical victory? We'll keep on following, because if SVZ won against GHV with a technical victory, then we will go to the grand final immediately. So it appears that SVZ has lost 0-2 when we are when I was receiving the room invite that quickly. So let's find out the scoreline. Lemad 2-0 against Lieber, so great job to Lemad. And as for Nomad 2-0 against SBZ, so no surprises here. GV still playing against TSIA, this is going to get really close. SDIJ 2-0 against XPT, so XPT is now in trouble, and SDIJ is going to secure the position in the top 8. Risk 2-0 against UQ, no surprises. Again, ID 2-0 against EVG, so good job to ID. And then Insert still playing against Insert with the number 1. Alrighty, are we going to be seeing nothing? I'm going to change the scene a little bit so you can see something more on the screen, but as far as I'm aware, GHV will not show up with enough players. meaning SBZ will win this one 2-0, and we will immediately go back to the grand final, where if SBZ wants a sliver of of chance in getting top 8, then they will have to top their group. But even then, is it too little too late? We will find out. So SBZ kind of got attention with their amazing performance on day 1 of the second previous skill tournament, but they only performed well on that day, and since then they haven't been really getting crucial number of cups. So that means SVZ are looking more and more likely to be battling in the challengers tournament, which will be interesting. I think they could potentially be a contender for winning the challengers tournament, but then yeah, I don't know, it could get really close. If GHV does not show up, then we will have 2-0 victory for SVZ. And do I have oh, I can upgrade stuff. Yeah, I would need to keep on grinding to get those 4 tanks. Actually, all 4 tanks are good. Let me check. Yeah, this is going to give me Kranwagen. This is going to give me the TVP, which I no, not this one. This one TVP. This one will be projectile line. This will be was that the 60 TP9? Yeah, the 60 TP9. So essentially, I should grind for this tank first, and the next one will be this, and I will keep this tank. And if I am feeling grinding the remaining clipper tanks, medium clipper tanks, then I will do that. As far as I'm aware, this is going to end 2-0, so no commentary until the grand final. Today is pretty much a relaxing day, isn't it? Yeah, it will be a really relaxing day. So we will be going to the grand final immediately. GH3 didn't show up, so the room invite will be here in a moment. So I will mark that down. 2-0 for SBZ. Yeah, the room is up. So there we go. Nomad versus SVZ. I believe this is going to be the first group to finish playing. So let's see. Nomad and SVZ. Nomad won the upper bracket final with a 2-0 victory, and SVZ this time, can they get a revenge? If they want to still be in the top, in the running for top 8, they must win against Nomad, but Nomad is a top 4 contender, so this will be extremely difficult. But SVZ went close to ID, so nothing is set in stone. They also won against SDIJ, so that also means SVZ is not a team to underestimate. Let me just go back to the lounge, because you shouldn't be seeing the lineup that early. I keep on forgetting that. I hope none of the players on both teams are looking at the lineup. So do we have results coming in? Yeah, Lemur 2-0 against the Focus of Lemur are through. No surprises, of course. Group 2, we know the results, and GV still playing against Scam. Oh, because TSIA has won against GV, meaning GV are now fighting for their lives. How about XPT? They're still playing against Rise, and UQ still playing against KWG. EVG still playing against Minos and Insert, with the number 1 lost to Insert with I. So this will send Insert with the number 1 down to the lower bracket final to face Sourcena. And we have Group 8. Arsok won against NQRY, so well done to Arsok. Right, so we have 2 minutes left to go. Oh, can I claim a reward? Oh. I can only get new camel, so I don't want to bother that. All right. Only 1 minute left to go. We will find out that lineup very soon. Do we even have more results on the lower bracket final? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. Let's go to the room. Nomad versus SVZ. We will be following Port Bay. SVZ will take triple 60 TPs, a T110E5, an IS4, a Strift K, and a Crown Wagen. Maybe not an IS4. Dorbird is not ready. Now, he's ready. Nomad, at the moment, will take 60 TP. 2 of them. 2 IS7s, 2 Strift Ks, and 1 BK. Let's see where they're going. Looks like an AB strat for me. I would be surprised if we are seeing a Pro overseas. It looks unlikely. Although SVZ took T110E5, so I would assume SVZ could go for that, but would not send in everyone for that because they have quite a couple of tanks that are more fitted to flat ground, like the 60 TPP. So let's see if I'm right about this. We could see a strategy based on AB and SVZ. The T110E5 will be interested to see where they're going to go. But it appears SVZ will go for C, contrary to what I was saying. And Nomad, as expected, will go for A and B with the setup because they have a VK and double 60 TP, so it makes more sense for them to go there. Will Nomad get a cap lead? Let's find out now. They will jump straight into A. They are predicting that SVZ will go for C, so they're going to get the cap lead on A. And B is not being taken. And Nomad doesn't need to do that because they have the cap lead already on A. So all they need to do is to maintain that cap lead. But at the same time, we could see XXING, the T110E5 going up the plateau to spot anyone, but he will find no one. But he will find Kazuya. Kazuya is trying to get B, trying to extend the cap lead for Nomad. But is this going to work? Is this going to be a great play from Nomad? I don't know. But now we're going to be seeing a push coming from Nomad to the SBZ spawn. Foom is now in deep trouble. But Nomad are missing their shots, and that's not good. SBZ are now rotating to support their team, and they're trying to make a counter push onto Maino Says. Maino Says with the focus, and he needs to pull back. Meanwhile, the double 60 TP are trying to get Foom out of the way. Nomad, they need to get a focus fire, and Maino Says need to stay behind because he would not survive for long if he doesn't do that. He's still trying to stay alive, but it's going to be hard. Dorabird's now isolated the focus for Nomad. Both teams bouncing a lot of shots, and this is not the most beautiful brawl I'm seeing. Kokwa gets Dorabird. That's the first time down for SPZ. The hit points are in favor of Nomad, but only by 1,000. XXIG is probably the next tank down. And SPZ are struggling with the focus fire, I'm afraid. TDR has to put a shot, but it's a bounce, sadly. Nomad struggling to clear out the tanks quickly enough. That could come back and bite them. But in terms of hit points, Nomad leading by almost 2k. And Negative needs to get the shot onto TDR. Great shot, but TDR needs to put a big shot in. Another bounce by TDR. Nomad struggling with penning, while SPZ struggling with focus fire, and they lost 3 tanks here. Advantage is still with Nomad, but they really have to penetrate all of their shells just with the last person's that the tank that Nomad wants to go for. Spectre gets the kill. And Fu will be the focus for Resistor, and Kokwa Fu gets killed by Resistor. And Negative is the focus for Nomad. But Negative will take out Mime No Sense. Spectre now coming for Negative. Great kill there. That leaves no problem. The last person standing. Well done to Nomad, and SPZ, they look off. Although Nomad also looks off. That brawl wasn't the best brawl I've seen. Lots of bounces for Nomad. And SPZ struggling with their focus fire. Has SPZ tidied their focus fire, they would definitely be able to come out on top. And Nomad, they could win this game a lot more quickly if they have their shots penned. They have more shots penned. Unfortunately, I think SPZ's focus fire, the focus fire weakness is more apparent than Nomad's bounces, which means Nomad will win the first one. But both of these teams need to step up if they need to do well tomorrow. So 1-0 for Nomad here. So let's say we're going to be seeing some changes over here. Nomad will probably do the same setup, double same strategy. A VK, double 60Ps, double IS7 and double Strift K, and meanwhile SPZ will change. They're taking quadruple T110E5, double 60TP and IS4, and this is definitely no, they're going back to Dorabird driving in the IS4, or will Dorabird drive the T110E5? IS4 it is. I think SPZ with the same lineup as last time will do the same thing. But yeah. Will SPZ be able to prove their worth as a top 8 hopeful? Chances are growing smaller and smaller. If Nomad wins, then I think SPZ, they are pretty much out of running. So let's see. Let's find it now. Nomad leading 1-0, and they need to grind out. More wins. Although they are safe in the top 8 for now, but they have to perform well still. So looking at Nomad. Red team from the south spawn, SPZ. Blue team from the north spawn. SPZ going mostly to A and B this time. Surprisingly. Or are they not doing that? They're doing that, but they're playing it really defensively. While Nomad will try to do the same thing as last time, but I would say they can't get A that quickly here because SPZ will be looking at that. X4 has been spotted. SPZ didn't put a shot in. Oh, put a shot in. Is this a good idea to go for A when you're spotted and when you know SPZ is going to be there to reset you? Don't think so. Nomad don't want to drop unnecessary hit points. Takes another hit. In terms of trading, SPZ is in front. Nomad struggling. X4 takes another hit. Those hits should not have happened for Nomad, in my opinion. But with this drift case, oh, they are reversing. the Nomad is bleeding a lot at the moment. Mime knows and is trying to provide cover, but X4 takes a couple more hits, and SBZ is doing a great job in staying in their positions to farm Nomad. But we could see a push coming in potentially from Nomad onto Mama Yeah. SBZ still not too flustered at the moment. They have a strong hit point for lead. We could see X4 going to be taken down very soon, down to a one shot, and will be taken out by no problem. Nomad will be trying to get Dorabird out of the way. They have to get their focus fire on point. Kazuya in deep trouble, and Nomad struggling with the focus fire down the middle. Spectre's trying to support the team in the middle, but I don't think that's going to help. Great kill onto Spectre. 2 versus 2 over to the A side, but over to the B side. Mime No Sangs is trying to connect. Fume is the focus for Nomad, and Spectre's now pretty low. Great kill onto Fume by Mime No Sense. SBZ is still hanging on in the middle, but we're going to be seeing Resistor and Cocoa cooperating together to kill Negative. Meanwhile, in the middle, Spectre is down, and Mama Yeah will be very low. Double 6 TPs. Negative is out of the way, and we could see actually this is going to be a great fight. Cocoa and Resistor doing really well to clear out tanks near A, although Resistor is going to go down now. 3 versus 3. TDR is a one shot. Mind No Signs needs to put a big shot in, and TDR needs to stay alive. XXING misses the shot, and can TDR put a big shot there? Mind No Sense turns the shell down to a one shot. XXING needs to pen a shell, and would it be a shot? No. TDR misses the shot, and we could see no problem. Cocoa will get the kill. Mime No Sense is down. Cocoa gets the kill, and we have TDR still alive. Has to put a shot to kill XXING. And it will be XXING getting the kill. TDR a little bit too impatient there. Should have waited for Cocoa to come in to support. However, now Cocoa, can he carry the team? Can he carry the team? This is going to be really hard. XXING is not spotted, but Cocoa is. Cocoa will hope that Just Do It will miss a couple of shots. But Cocoa, Just Do It. Good shot onto Cocoa. And I think this game will go to SBZ. Good job to SBZ. This time, Nomad bled way too much, and that hurt them a lot. Completely underestimated SBZ's ability to reset A or shut down tanks near A. They tried their best to focus fire, but they just lost too many initial hit points. And again, the bounces and misses are not going in favor of Nomad, and SBZ got one back. An important win there for SBZ. And Nomad, can they bring it through and win 2-1 to top their group, or will SBZ pull off an upset and win the group in Group 2? Now Nomad will change their lineup. We will actually see if we have any upsets happening. The GB will be the team in question. Okay, so we have GV still playing against Scam. Oh, this could get to a tiebreaker. XPT 2-0 against Rise. Important win for XPT. Malpinion. But GB will be in jeopardy. UQ 2-0 against KWG. That will cement their spot in the top 16 with EVG 2-0 against Minos. So no surprises here whatsoever. Insert with the number 1 still playing against Sourcena, but NQRY 2-0 against UX. So we're waiting for GV versus Scam, and Insert with number 1 versus Sourcena, who will be through to the second day. More importantly, Sourcena really needs to win, and to be in the top 16 and Insert the number 1. They don't win, they could drop below top 16 tonight. As for GV and Scam, same goes to Scam. They have to win against GV in order to be in the top 16. And I don't know if GB will still be in the top 8 after that loss. They could very well be in the top 8. but they will have to take a deep breath then. Let's follow Cocoa and the T100 LT going for C. Going to get a cap lead for Nomad with SVZ. Looking to reset C. Well, maybe not, because Mama Ye didn't spot that tank out. Oh, finally. Oh, Dorobot is there to reset C. Good shot there. But we have Spectre returning fire, and Cocoa tries to cap C again. But Dorobot will be mindful about doing that reset shot, because he could be potentially shot by 3 or even 4 tanks. SVZ will try to get A, and Nomad gets C first, which means they have to hit the cap lead, not SVZ. Although SVZ will just be only 15 cap points behind or thereabouts. So they just have to kill a tank to flip that. Only killing a tank will be enough. I just checked the scoreline. Yeah, I got it right. Scoreline. Cocoa trying again. Nope. Not running away, trying to find another position to spot. At the moment, SBZ still holding 5 cap points for 2 seconds of increase. We are talking about around 3 minutes ago. Less than 3 minutes for Nomad, so a lot of no, for SBZ, sorry, a lot of time for SBZ to figure out where Nomad's tanks are, but they don't have a light tank, which is an issue that I don't like about SBZ, is that they don't really like their mediums or lights, and in this situation where you don't have the cap lead, it makes it really difficult for you to gather information. So for SBZ, they will have to make a lot of gambles, and Nomad, they will have that kind of advantage, but they also have to avoid spreading out way too much, because this is what they are at the moment. Cocoa spotted Dorobird. Negative tries to put a shot, but I think Cocoa tries to go for... Oh, no. Oh, no. He didn't go for a cam or reset, meaning Cocoa will take 2 hits, and this is not good. Nomad's now down by more than 2,000 hit points, with Cocoa being crippled. And this will give a lot of advantage for SVZ to push through. Nomad still hustling. And DDR is relocating. Lots of SVZ might be lining up for a push near A. We really don't know what will happen. The delay probably will not will probably not catch up. But Kazuya, very aggressive near A. Now, will Spot just do it? But he will be a target for push. He will be the target. He has to be really careful here. Although Nomad doesn't know a lot of tanks are near A, so this is getting really topsy-turvy. If I remember the correct definition of topsy-turvy, of course. The clock. We are now going to approach 800 cap points for Nomad and SBZ. If they can kill Cocoa, then that's good. They will have the cap lead, not Nomad. Cocoa just have to stay alive now. There is absolutely no room for error for both teams. B is still being guarded by aim no sense, but Kazuya, X4, Spectre pushing the lineup. They are, but at the same time, Nomad is quite isolated. No, not isolated, just a bit spread out. Dorobird coming in. Now, Cocoa, can he stay safe? He has to move back now. We can see a push coming into B, or maybe not. Nomad is trying to stop SVZ from getting B. XXIG is trying to go through, but he will not be punished for doing that. I think there is an issue for Nomad here. SVZ seems to be getting an advantage. They're trying to get Spectre first, but it's a very low row for XSIG, and the balance respector hit points are still with SPZ, but Nomad is trying to get A, and this is going to be important. They will need to get the caps out, the caps here, but they lost Mama Yeah. However, Nomad gets A, and that will be very, very important. But at the dying stages of the game, if Nomad loses another tank, then SPZ could win this one. Oh no, Nomad loses 2 here, but at the same time, Nomad has killed Dora Bird, and Minor Science has to get a kill onto Mama Yeah, and Nomad is really close to winning this one. And SPZ got B, but I don't think it will be enough. Nomad will win with 2 caps, with a significant hit point disadvantage. Nomad, great job in getting A. How on earth did Nomad get that cap? I don't know. SPZ could have won that if they don't allow Nomad to cap A. That is the main reason why SPZ lost. And it was going so well with SPZ with the cap, with the hit point pool lead, in pretty much the entire game. But Nomad stole A, got the basis, going for a Pyrrhic victory. But this Pyrrhic victory will be so important, and that will condemn SPZ out of top lane. Unfortunately, wow, what an ending to day 1 for Group 2. What a finish! What a finish! I am. Great job to Nomad. That was so close. Wow. Lieber 2-1 against Nomad. Oh my god. It's a comeback victory for Lieber. Well done to Lieber. That could potentially send Nomad out of top 8. With Nomad, we know 2-1 against SPZ. GB 2-1 against Scam. Close one, but they won't be out of top 8 with that victory. At least they will be playing tomorrow. SDIJ still playing against XPT. Rest 2-0 against UQ. No surprises there. And then ID still playing against EVG, and ends up the number 1 2-0 against Sorsda. And finally, Alsop will be playing against NQRY. So let's look at the score. Let's look at the bracket. All right, so we have groups 2 and 5 completed, and group 1. Let's update the leaderboard now. So we have Lieber first place, Nomad second place, Nomad first place, SVZ second, alright, TSIA and also GVR through, SDIJ and SVT, XPT, Risk 1, and UQ in the second place at the moment. ID and EVG are through. Both insert teams are through. And then RSOC and NQRY. Okay, let's see. Okay, the new leaderboard is as follows. Nomad will be in the first place for now. Risk in second. GB and ID currently in third. NQRY in 5th place. And SDIJ in 6th place. XPT 7th. Nomad in 8th. Unfortunately, they got 2nd place. They will not go above XPT. Insert and EVG, they have a chance to go above XPT or Nomad if they won their group, but we will find out soon. But then Lima is in the top 16 after the group win, sending TSIA and Rise below top 16, and with Scam out of contention, that will also mean Scam is out of top 16. So we have the top 16 decided, and they will be and at the moment, the clans that would not be in the top 16 would be Scam, Rise, Sourcena, UX, and KWG. And Boone, obviously. Alright, let's see if we have more results coming through. Group 1, we know the results. Group 3 still going on. SDIJ 2-1 against XPT. So now that could mean SDIJ is safe in the top 8. And SDIJ can take a deep breath now. They should be through to you know, not the grand final, but the professionals tournament. So well done to SDIJ. XPT there is tomorrow that they have to do well. 2-1 is the scoreline. I'm going to find the find it in my code. Next up, Group 6. 2-1 against EVG. Oh no, that's bad news for EVG here, because that would mean EVG will not overtake either Nomad or XPT tonight. Insert still play against Insert for the number 1, and RSOC still play with RSOC for number 1. So we have more results coming through. We can also put ID's cups in. Alright, so now the leaderboard will be as follows. ID and Nomad, first place with 28,979 cups. Risk 26,661 cups. GV 24,912 cups. SDIJ 21,227 cups. NQRY 20,072 cups. XPT 16,080 cups. And Nomad 15,301 cups. Insert with an I 15,090 cups, and DVG 14,266 cups. We will find out if RSOC will win that group, or if Insert will win that group. It's likely that these two could overtake XPT, and maybe let me actually see the gap. If RSOC win their group tonight, they will overtake XPT to be in the top 8, and SBZ will likely be out of contention now. We'll keep on following in this situation. What's gonna happen? Let me just reload the website again. I'm getting a bit nervous. TSIA still play against GV. Not an important one for GV. At least they are through tomorrow, and they have enough gap to put them through to top 8. So I don't think that will matter now. At least they're through to tomorrow, and that what matters the most. So I'm going to play a game in the end. I'll keep on grinding this time. Why not? Because I need cups. No, I need XP. I need to grind the Polish and also the Swedish line. Thanks for 31 people watching this stream. I think a lot of top 8 hopefuls might be watching this one to see if they are through. If also my calculation, I think they are going to see about their chances. I think with the win for SDIJ, I think they should be fine now. They have more than 6,000 cups of difference here. I will keep on following though, so don't. So the stream will not end for now. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. If TSI wins, then yes, they will be in the top 16. It's going way too long. I'm going to see if there are more results coming through now, because I can't be bothered to wait for more than 3 minutes for a game in Tier 5. Let's check. So TSI versus GV are still happening, still going on, so could become a tiebreaker. RSOC 2-1 against NQRY, an important result. This will send RSOC to the top 8. You can see it now. Good job to RSOC. NQRY is still in the top 8, so there is no issue. There are no issues here. But now NQRY's chances in the top 8 will be in a bit of trouble. Although they still have a good, solid distance to the current 9th place. But they will feel a bit worried tomorrow now, because if they finish a lot lower, then they are in trouble, in dire trouble. Let's see if I can get a quick Tier 5 game. I'm not going to wait for another 2 minutes for that, so sorry. You aren't seeing me playing another match in that tank. Oh my god, no, I don't want to press that button. Okay. TSI is still playing, and Insert still playing. Oh dear, this could get really close. Now try my luck again. Please, not another minute of waiting. Oh, I can't be bothered to wait that long. Come on. Go back to the lounge then. Do we have results? More results coming through. No, not yet, not yet, not yet. Everyone is waiting. I think the most important one will be insert internal rivalry. God, I wish I wish I was streaming that. I wish I picked Group 7 instead. That would have been interesting. But nah. We will keep on waiting. I'll keep on refreshing my website. Oh, insert game finished, and insert with the letter I has won against insert with the number 1. Huge results for insert, but I can't. I feel really gutted for insert number 1, but at least they are going to play in the challenges too, man. That is the most important thing for them. With that result, that will send insert to the with a 9 to the top 8 now. Hi Valkyrie, how are you? Yes, now insert is in the 7th position. XPT has dropped down. They are out of top 8. They're in the 9th position. Nomad in 10th and AVG in 11th. Well done to insert in our stock tonight. Huge results. They were like at like 3-ish% of qualification rate, and they were the ones that actually surprised us. So I think this result could be enough to put them at a comfortable position for top 8. It remains to be seen about GB versus TSIA, but this is not going to matter a lot now. So let's actually go to this slide, because there is a lot that is to talk about here. So currently, let's calculate the gap for tomorrow. The gaps for tomorrow. So not going with the laser pointer, going for pen. Okay, so let's calculate the gaps for these. Okay, so I think these will be the most important gaps that you want to know. I assume there will not be like a 1st place and a 4th place gap, because that would be highly unlikely. We will also see the draw very soon. So please wait while I write down the gaps. Okay, so these are numbers that you want to remember for the top 8 fight. So currently, what is the gap between NQRY and XPT? And I think SDIJ should be fine here. The gap between the first and well, actually, I would do that as well, because that will tell us whether some of the clans are already through to the professional student. The gap is 6,175. Add that to XPT cups. The baseline is 22,255 cups. So in this case, we don't know the result of GV yet, but I've given them the 2nd place amount of cups. For 2nd place. So the threshold is 22,255 cups, which means we can officially announce that ID, Nomad, Risk, and GV are mathematically through. So congratulations to these 4 teams. Congratulations to these 4 teams. So now that remains to be seen about SDIJ, the gap between them and XPT, and the gap is 5,147. Okay, So the only way that XPT could go above SDIJ is that XPT gets first place and SDIJ gets third or lower. That is one of the requirements. However, let me go for Nomad. What about Nomad? Nomad will only be able to go beyond SDIJ if SDIJ finishes 4th and Nomad finishes 1st. That is possible, but SDIJ, would they finish 4th? I don't think so. So this is it. So SDIJ, I would say more than likely they are through. More than likely. More than likely, I would say. So something like that. Tick and a small cross. They still have to play well tomorrow. At least 3rd place. If they get 3rd place, at least, then it's good. They should be virtually safe. They just have to hope that XPT don't get 1st, but they never get 1st, so they don't have to worry that much. But Nomad, yeah, if they get 3rd place, they don't have to worry about Nomad overtaking them. So now, how about NQRY? NQRY versus XPT. It's 3. Okay, so I have space on the lower left, so Nomad gap with Nomad, not Nomad, sorry, it's NQRY. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to make a big table here. NQRY. Maybe if I actually. How about I create a new slide? I'm going to create a new slide. Okay, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put 6. I'm going to create a matrix here. Okay, so wait for me as I do calculations. NQRY. And then against SOC. XPT. Nomad. And EBG. Okay, insert on the other hand. Sorry, for the wait. It's good that I have the leaderboard on the stream, so I can quickly do that. And EVG is okay. How about ARWV now? Nomad. Then EVG. XPT. And then EVG. Nomad. And the gap. Okay, first versus second. There will be 3529. First versus 5292. In the fourth place is 6175. Second, third 1763. Fourth 2646. And then third to fourth 83. Okay, so now I got all the calculations done. So I hope this is going to summarize what you need to know. The gaps. Actually, let's not call it cups, but gaps. Gaps at the moment. NQRY in the 5th place, insert 6th, RSOC 7th, NQRY 6th, insert 7th, RSOC 8th, XPT 9th, Nomad 10th, EVG 11th. The gap between NQRY and also XPT is at least 3,992, and then beyond that we have 4,777, 4,771. 5,806. So really looking, the only way for NQRY to drop below XPT is to finish third or below, and XPT to finish first. And obviously for insert and RSOC, they just have to finish. As for insert, they have to finish at least in the second. So there is a lot of conditions. So it's quite unlikely that NQRY will drop below top 8. And so NQRY, if they are in 4th, I will start to worry. Okay. As for insert, now look at this table here. For our SOC to go above insert, then they just have to finish. I mean, of course, ARWV finishing first would be alright if Insert finished below them. However, if ARWV finish in the second, then Insert only will just have to finish in the third place in order to still be in above ARWV. However, for XPT, they have to hope XPT will get first, which is a bit unlikely. They also have to hope Nomad will not get first. And if Nomad gets first, then they have to hope they don't finish third or lower. And that is possible. That is possible for Nomad to overtake Insert or ARWV. So for me, I would worry if Insert is not in the third place. Is in the third place. I will start to worry whether ARWV is able to finish in the first place or not. But if Nomad gets another good draw, then yeah. EVG on the other hand looks quite unlikely. EVG has to do extremely well in order to leapfrog NQRY or Insert, and for ARWV it will be tough for them too. Let me just actually remove the leaderboard as I speak, because the leaderboard is blocking the screen. ARWV. How well do they have to do? The gap between XPT is 1,233. So if ARWV finishes third and XPT in fourth, then they will be fine. I mean, if ARWV fourth and XPT third, it will be fine. If ARWV finishes fourth and XPT in second, they will not be fine, of course, and they will be overtaken potentially by Nomad if they finish second as well. So I will worry if ARWV is in the fourth place, but obviously we have to go higher than that. How about if ARWV finish in the third place? In the third place, and XPT. And also XPT, they can overtake them if XPT is in the second place and Nomad in the second, obviously. No, not enough. If ARWV is in the third place and Nomad in second, then Nomad will not overtake them. So again, I would start to worry if ARWV gets the third place, but if ARWV gets the third place, I would think they should be alright. I don't know. So I think the goal for these teams would be to get second place. I think for NQRY, if they get third place, then they should be quite comfortable. Okay, so I think third would be the target. Although they could start to worry about XPT and Nomad finishing first, but that is quite unlikely unless Nomad gets a really, really good draw. And I mean, if NQRY gets second, Nomad will not overtake them if they finish first. So the target would be third, and obviously second would be okay, would be a-okay. As for Insert and ARWV, second would be their target. Be the target, and ARWV, I think we'll have to go beyond second. So to be honest with you, I think their target will have to be finishing first, and if they finish first, then they should be alright. Okay, that's going to be my prediction here. So for NQRY, Insert, and ARWV to be in the top 8, we will have to see whether they will get they will fulfill these targets. Okay. All right. I hope this is going to be clear for you all. Hope that's not too confusing. The second stage games should be up now. I'm going to go back there and give you a look at the seeding. Okay. Oh, this is going to be juicy. Screen is up. Nomad today, tomorrow will not get a good seeding. They are going to be against GB, Risk and Insert with the number 1. Group 2, Nomad, SBZ, Insert, and UQ. Good chance for UQ, for Insert to finish in the to reach their target of 2nd. Lemur, EVG, NQRY, and SDIJ. It will be a difficult group for NQRY. They could finish 4th, to be honest with you, and EVG. I think they will struggle, but can they get first? I think absolutely there is a chance. But they will have to rely on a lot of factors going in their favor. Like NQRY and EVG, the gap is 5,806. So the only way for EVG to overtake NQRY is for NQRY to finish 4th, which I think is quite unlikely. So in this situation, I think NQRY and Insert should be okay. I mean, no, not don't put it that way. EVG should not be able to overtake NQRY or Insert, so that remains to be seen. About RSOC, which is in the same group as ID, TSI, and XPT. Tough group for RSOC, but this is going to be the group that shows that why they should be in the top 8, and XPT a tough group for them. But not entirely impossible to leapfrog RSOC. Their gap is just 1,233. So the only way that XPT won't overtake RSOC is for XPT to finish in the 4th and RSOC in the 3rd, which is a possible scenario. But I would think TSIA won't be in the 4th place. So I think Group 4 with the most exciting group to follow. I think I would do that. So thank you all for watching. I will post everything on my server, and then you'll get all the news there. So thank you all for watching. I hope tomorrow. I think we would have a look at whether XPT would be in the top 8 or not, and looks like Insert should be through, and NQRY should be safe relatively too. All depends on RSOC and XPT. Now this is going to be the one to look forward to. Thank you all, and see you later. Bye for now.